you guys don't get it. Like, you guys just don't understand what this means for Argentina, what this means for the fan base here, right? Messi FC, everybody stand up right now. If you're watching this and you support Messi, stand up right now and start clapping, because right now what we are seeing today is history. Because the way that Argentina, right, the way that Argentina played against Italy, it's sending a message to the other national teams out there. And I'm talking about Brazil, Germany, Spain, Holland, uh like all these other teams, US, nah, not USA, I'm never going to say USA, France, all of these teams, that Argentina is going to be one of the monstrous teams in this competition, one of the most craziest teams there. Is going to they're going to be a very tough opponent to beat, right? This Argentina team, they know how to attack, they know how to defend. And Germany, Spain, right, again, like I've said, like these supposedly, right, these monstrous teams, they better watch out for Argentina, because many have been saying, no, Argentina is just all about Lionel Messi. And look, Aguero's not even playing no more. This team is finished, right? They only have a good first team, an average first team, and that's basically it, right? Like, I'm talking about like a starting 11. And when it comes to their bench, it's not really like any, it's whatever. No, that's wrong. What are you talking about? Like, you're looking at this in like a completely different lens. You need to understand what's actually going on here. Argentina has the capability, my friends, to win the World Cup in this coming November or in the coming December, right? They have the quality. Like, this team plays like a true collective, right? Everybody has each other's back. Look how organized they were. Argentina was acting more like Italy in their prime than Italy looked like Italy tonight, right? It's just so crazy, right? So we look at this starting 11 that we have here between Argentina and Italy, right? We had Lautaro Martinez, we had Lo Celso, we had Di Maria, Messi, Rodriguez, De Paul, Molina right back, Tagliafico left back, Otamendi, Romero, and then we look at the substitutes, right? We have Lisandro Martinez, we have Armani, we have Acuna, we have Papu, we have Foyth, we have Rulli. We're not going to talk about that player right now, but yeah, basically, like, they even have a great bench. They have a great bench. Like, I don't know what people are, when people say like, they just have a great starting 11. That's it. They're not like Brazil in terms of depth. They're not like Germany in terms of depth, or like Spain in terms of depth. Argentina is almost like there when it comes to the bench, and their starting 11 is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. And so I like everything about this Argentina team, and I'm gonna take this to my Twitter, right? Because I did say something, and you guys think that I was joking, but I was not joking. Like, this was not a joke. I'm gonna explain what I do mean by this when I talk about this tweet. Where is it? Okay, so it's this one, right? This is what I said. Someone put this emoji. So basically, this is what I said. Regarding Argentina's performance, this is what Barcelona would look like right now if Messi stayed at Barcelona. I'm being real. I'm being for real. Like, this is not a joke. Looking at this Argentina team, right? It really did remind me of the Barcelona that we see today, right? That we see today. Oh my God, the camera. Okay, that we see today, right? Like, we see this Argentina. What did I do? See, now I'm messing up because of the camera. Okay, this Argentina team, they know how to press. They know how to take the ball immediately away from the opposition. Italy had no room to breathe. Every time Italy received the ball, like whether it's Jorginho, whether it's like, I don't know who we saw, like who was in that starting 11 for Italy, because I had no idea what was going on there at all. Like, okay, so I was gonna say, is that Balotelli? But it was like Jorginho, right? Barea, Pesina, right? Raspadori, whatever, Emerson, Di Lorenzo. Like, these players, they were being suffocated. They were being so suffocated against Argentina. Like, De Paul gave them no room. Rodriguez gave them no room. Lo Celso, Di Maria, Molina, Romero, Otamendi, Tagliafico, even Messi himself. Messi looked so good with Argentina. We never saw that type of performance with PSG. It's just like, oh my God, bro. Like, I can't wait for this World Cup. I cannot wait for this World Cup, right? And so, look, going back to this tweet. Okay, let me put everything into like one thing. I'm being real. I think that, like, the way that Argentina played, right? They pressed very well from the front three to the midfield, from the defensive line, right? Do they play as high as like someone like Barcelona, where they play like a very high line? No, they don't. But they still played very intensely. And the way that like players like, I'm going back to that 11, where is it? Like De Paul, Rodriguez, Di Maria, Lo Celso, the way that they pressed and how much they wanted the ball, right, to go and attack those open spaces. Do you did that? I can't even speak. Did that not remind you of how Xavi has Pedri and Gavi playing in the midfield because of how intensely they play, how badly they want the ball? I'm like, this is exactly what this Barcelona team would look like today because players like De Paul, Rodriguez, and Lo Celso, Di Maria, Romero, Otamendi, every time they receive the ball, right, in this area, they immediately attack the open spaces. And then, you know what's so crazy, right? Like, I know I'm going like everywhere right now, is that they didn't even look like they needed Lionel Messi. Like, have you guys not noticed that? Like, Argentina doesn't even rely on Messi, but when they did, right, when they attacked the open spaces, they looked for Messi, and then Messi, the only thing Messi had to do when he received the ball was basically just focus on the attack, right? There was many moments where we saw Messi just sit there, right on top of the box, and that's basically it. Like, that's the perfect system for Lionel Messi at the age of 34 years old, at the age of 35 years old, is to have these players fight for the ball, keep Messi up top, and give him the ball and have him create those attacking opportunities. PSG do the exact opposite. They said, no, Messi, we don't need you all the way at the top of the box. Like, we don't have enough like stamina. Like, we're not fit enough. Can you just come into the midfield and just get the ball from deep areas and pass it to the flanks, to Neymar, to Mbappe, and have them score? And we just need your passing range, because we want Kylian and Neymar to score, because if they don't score, they're gonna be butthurt, right? That's just how they like to like function in PSG. Here, Argentina is like, no, our best goal scorer, the best player here, the one that should be shining, it is Messi, and we're going to be working for that, right? These players are humble and they're hungry and they want to win. They've been through too much. They know that Messi has been through too much, which is why we saw that type of attitude. And that is why Messi was receiving the ball many times right on top of the ball. Like, there were on top of the ball, on top of the box, right? But there were moments where we saw Messi come in deep and whatever. But that's just Messi being Messi, right? He wants to support. But it's just, I just love everything about it, because if we saw Messi at Barcelona today, I honestly think that that's probably how we would be playing under Xavi Hernandez, is to have Gavi, Pedri, Frankie, Busquets, players like Ansu, Dembele, right? Try to get the ball intensely as fast as possible, giving the opposition no room to breathe, right? No time to have the ball and try to dribble and have Messi up top waiting for the ball, fight for the ball, give the ball to Lionel Messi, and let everything else play out, right? So this Argentina team inspires me a lot. Again, I'm going to continue to say this. Argentina are World Cup material. I do think that there is a 85 to 90% chance that they could win the World Cup. I know that, look, I understand that there's teams like France, Germany, Spain, there's Brazil, who all have quality players, great players, right? Like, you guys are going to be saying, oh, no, Neymar's better than Di Maria. How is he going to be better than Di Maria in Argentina? Oh, no, someone like Ansu Fati is going to be better like in Spain, or someone like Sané is going to be better for Germany than like whoever is going to be playing on the right wing for Argentina, right? Like, I know that many of you guys think that just because the more superstars you have, supposedly you're going to be seeing more success. That doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist, because if that existed, like, if the more world-class players you had, right, in your team, that doesn't guarantee success. Like, if we lived in a world like that, PSG would be winning the World Cup, the Champions League this season, but they didn't win, right? They had Messi, Kylian, Neymar, all of these supposedly world class players. Everybody thought that they were going to take over the world, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen.